how involved were you with NBC bringing in Michael Jordan?
Not at all. You mean just now? There's just this announcement they're bringing him back. Not, I mean, they told me they were going to try, and I said, "Good luck." I didn't. I honestly didn't think he was going to do it. It took us, as you know, decades to convince him to do the documentary. The Last Dance, which came out during the pandemic and ended up still, I think, is one of them, widely viewed on Netflix. But he didn't, he didn't want to do that for a long time. We had the footage, and I know there were other inquiries over the years, and I think he, for whatever reason, he was ready to do it now. I think he has, of course, incredibly fond memories of NBC. I don't think that's lost on anyone. He has, as you well know, some of the very same people are there. People like John Miller, who he had a relationship from back all those years ago. Mark Lazarus was still, there, just switched over to the other side of the operation. But, so I think like he had those relationships. And again, I didn't discourage them, but I was surprised he said yes.
Yeah. Still trying to figure out what his role is going to be. Now, do you follow up? Are you curious about what role Jordan is going to play with the upcoming camp?
Yeah, no, I didn't know in advance, but that, they told me what their idea was for him in that role. And I think that they're still working through that. I think that, I spoke to Michael about it. I mean, he's excited about it. I think for him, it means he's got to stay current with the game. Obviously, he's a small owner still in Charlotte, but he's so passionate about it. I mean, we talk about it all the time. I mean, he wants the game to be played the right way. He's still got a huge business around the game with the Jordan brand. But I think more importantly, he watches a lot of basketball, and he knows it's what defines him still. And so I think fans are going to enjoy hearing his take, on the modern league. I think one of the things that I'm excited about in terms of NBC coming back, and this goes back to the Dick Ebersol days, is that I remember that sign behind Dick's desk that said storytelling. I mean, I think they're still some of the best at it, and I think telling stories around the game. I mean, even right now, I mean, that's sort of this narrative out there about small markets, whatever else. I mean, credible stories around Shea and, and Tyrese and Pascal Siakam. I mean, it's my job too. We first met when I was at NBA Entertainment, but to tell those stories to fans, I think that's what draws them in. I mean, there's the lovers of pure basketball, and I think the basketball is fantastic, but you also have to show how multidimensional these players are and, explain to them the storylines, the conflict on the floor, and nobody does that better than NBC.